at its only lost quarter in history. And we've been in business for 20 years. Of those 20 years, we lost money one quarter.
In order to be successful, you're going to have to make sure that you're working hard and you're putting tons of time and energy into whatever it is that you want to be successful at. There's no substitute for hard work, and you have to make sure that you're constantly grinding, pushing for yourself to be better than you were the day before and the day before that. So you're constantly growing and learning about yourself and about your operation and what you're trying to get done. There's so many people in this world, and there's so much time that people don't take advantage of. So you need to make sure you're one of those few people that are taking advantage of each and every hour of your day. Every person has 24 hours to get stuff done, but it's all about how you use them to the most of your ability. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go out and set aside 6 hours of your day to focus on your goals, but if you use 20 minutes extremely efficiently every single day, you're going to get a lot more done than you think you could if you just do it for 6 hours and you're distracted and you have things going on, this, that, and the other. But if you set aside time to solely focus on your goals every single day, you eventually will get it done if you're that focused, that determined, and that motivated to go out and chase your goals. You're also going to make sure that you are going to be a positive presence to everybody that you come in touch with, because that will light up people's day and they will take notice about how positive you are and your energy flowing from you.
All it is a computer attached to a network. What are you talking about? Oracle's a very competitive company, and I think there are a lot of competitive people at Oracle, and I enjoy competition. I think life is kind of a series of acts of discovery. I think we're all interested in our limits, what we can accomplish in life, and discovering our own limits. And we might find that in sport, we might find that in business. I think we're always, looking to discover new things and new things about each other and new things about ourselves. We probably spend less money in marketing than any company our size in the world. We have a tiny marketing department, and everyone says, well, why Oracle's all about sales and marketing. We are the largest employer of MIT and Caltech engineers in the world. We are the largest employer of Stanford and Harvard and CMU mathematicians in the world. We are overwhelmingly dominated by engineering at Oracle. The idea that we are a sales and marketing company, which people will sometimes write about quite often, is ludicrous on the face of it, because all of our customers who buy Oracle already have it. And if you already have Oracle, there's nothing a salesman can tell you about how great it is to make you buy more. I think my favorite line is, I had all the disadvantages necessary for success. When you're raised on the south side of Chicago, you probably want to move someplace nicer. I think if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So I've always been very ambitious. I've always been very curious. Moved to Silicon Valley right after I dropped out of college. Got a job as a computer programmer. I learned how to program when I was in college, and I got a job as a computer programmer and bummed around Yosemite Valley teaching rock climbing and leading river trips during my early 20s. But the way I supported myself was as a computer programmer, and I got involved with more and more interesting and complicated computer projects and decided to start my own company. Cloud computing is not only the future of computing, Eddie, it is the present, and the entire past of computing is all cloud. I mean, Salesforce.com has been around for more than a decade, and so is NetSuite. NetSuite's been around longer than Salesforce. People are saying, well, that's cloud computing. Google's now cloud computing. Everyone's cloud computing. My objection to cloud computing was everyone simply looks around, I've always been doing cloud computing. Like everything is in the cloud now, You don't like it? No, it's not that I don't like the idea of it's this nonsense. The guys say, it's in the cloud. Well, what is that? And then you say, are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. If there's no hardware or software in the cloud, we are so screwed. But it's not water vapor. All it is a computer attached to a network. What are you talking about? What do you think Google runs on?
I'll ask you
another. What do you think they run on, water vapor? Cloud, it's database, the operating system, and memory, and microprocessors, and the internet. No, it's none of that. It's the cloud. What are you talking about?
The relational database technology was invented by a guy by the name of Ted Codd, Dr. Ted Codd at IBM. It's based on relational algebra and relational calculus. It is a very mathematically rigorous form of data management that we can mathematically prove to be functionally complete. This work was done early 70s by an IBM fellow by the name of Dr. Ted Codd. He published his papers, and really based on those publications, Oracle decided to see if we couldn't beat, well, 4 guys, me and 3 other guys, see if we couldn't beat IBM to market with this technology based on the published IBM research papers. And in fact, we did. Fantastic salary scales. I think we're the highest paying company in Silicon Valley. We have wonderful benefits, all of these things. But again, don't mistake any of that for altruism. That is in our interest to retain our employees. Their job, my job, is to build better products than the competition, sell those products in the marketplace, and eventually supplant Microsoft and move from being number 2 to number 1. That is our reason for being.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let us know what you thought about this video in the comment section below.